How does one silence a massive group of protesters? I think the answer is this. It's firstly by empathizing with the people. It's by acknowledging what they're feeling and what their thoughts are. And then it's about creatively expressing something different, making them think. And interesting, in this week's parasha, this week in Shul, we will read the story about the 12 spies. How these 12 leaders of the tribes went on this reconnaissance mission towards the land of Canaan, the land of Israel, to bring back a report to the nation as to what it's like and how they will be able to conquer it. And 10 of the spies return with very demoralizing reports. And they dig into Moses and they say, and they degrade the spirits of the people by saying that Moses is not an eligible leader. He won't be able to lead them. He lied to us. We've been brought into the desert only to meet our end. And yet 2 of the spies, Caleb and Joshua, Caleb and Joshua, return with positive reports. They try and give the people hope and raise their spirits. And the Torah tells us 2 words. The Torah says that Vayahas Caleb, that Caleb silenced the people. What does it mean he silenced them? How did he lift his voice above the thousands, if not millions, of negative voices? How did he silence them? And the answer is this, is that he connected with them. They were all in this downward spiral. They were all tearing into Moses. And so Caleb said, you know what else Moses did? And the people became quiet. They wanted to hear. What's Caleb going to say? And then he went on to say a whole list of positive things that Moses has done for them. He redeemed them from Egypt. He fed them throughout the desert. He is a fitting leader. And he went on to try and inspire the people. He silenced them. He sided with them. And then he expressed a different point of view. Ultimately, he was not successful in his mission. But he has left an inspiring legacy for all of us. As we go throughout our lives and seek to pursue our own promised land, we have our own ambitions, our own goals. How do we chase those goals? How do we pursue them despite all the chaos that's happening in our own lives and around the world that surrounds us? And this is the answer. It's by staying focused. It's by not listening to those negative voices that try and bring us down. But ultimately, it's about acknowledging that yes, we may go through challenges. It may be difficult. We have to side ourselves with what's happening. We have to acknowledge and empathize with ourselves and with what's happening in the world. But then we have to express something different. We have to listen to the 2 positive voices, the 2 positive spies within us that say actually we can continue on. We can overcome any challenge that faces us. And this is how we will reach our own promised land.